All right, hello everyone. Looks like we're live. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you all are doing all right. It's been a few days, but we're back with another stream. Today is February 11th of 2024, and we're doing something I've never done before on this channel. Instead of games, we're streaming music. Not just music, but music making. I've been working on a few pieces the past few days, and it makes me realize that I've not really done anything like super music dedicated or oriented on any of this channel's content. I've had a lot of unlisted uploads of songs that I've used in videos in the past, but nothing of the sort like making my own music or even showing how it's done. So that's what we'll be doing today. It's nothing like super sophisticated. I'm just using LMMS. I'm not using any sort of MIDI peripherals or anything like that. I don't have any instruments, let alone know how to play most of them. I can play very basic level of keyboard, but that's about it. So having this sort of software is going to help a lot for bridging those gaps and putting into fruition some of the ideas I have in my head. So that's what we'll be doing today. I don't know how long we'll go, but we'll go until I run out of ideas or until my brain is getting... until I have more difficulty of my brain comprehending the odd time measures we'll be working with today. But for that matter, later today there will be the blind race stream in Super Kiwi 64 Doomsday, which is the update released for that game recently. If you guys have not heard of that game, we did a blind race for the vanilla game not too long ago, and it went very well. I think the game is really well made. So we're doing a run back in the Doomsday update later tonight. Feel free to tune in for that. There's a premiere for it already. I'll actually, while it's on my mind, let me go ahead and edit this premiere to redirect to that after the stream's over. That way it won't be too much effort for you guys to catch that one if you want to. Where's, oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. We found it. We're good. Excellent. So yes, that'll be later tonight. Come through for that if you would like. But yes, with those out of the way, let's get started. I can go ahead and play what we've got so far in this song. There are 3 other songs I kind of finished up. It's weird to say finish. They're technically complete enough. They're at a point where they're listenable and I enjoy listening to them. But there's still a lot that can be improved with them, especially the first one that I made. The first one was basically like just a way of my getting familiar with LMMS. We can show what I have for that first one. In fact, I think it's still here, right here. So this was a piece in 7/8 time, and the main difficulty for this one was getting the right beats per minute to make it feel like a naturally flowing song. And I guess this is like a way of testing where the audio is any good. But let's go ahead and listen in. This song, very much a drum heavy intro, followed by a lot of riffs that I actually have come to like a lot for this particular song. I think it fits really well with what I was trying to go for. At first I thought it was a little over drummed, but after a few days passed and then coming back to listen into it, I think it sounds actually just right. So one thing that I did want to maybe change later is some of the early drum patterns. They're like strictly 7 beat phrases, and I want to have some of the phrases like overlap between different measures. That way it feels a bit more immersive for the intro, because right now it's just basically just phrases of 7 self-contained for every measure, including when the bass riff begins, or I said riff, bass riff begins. So I want to like this part is fine, like the first 4 measures are honestly fine, but like starting where the snare is incorporated, I want to have like a bit overlapping measures of drum phrases, and I think it'll help for just making it more contiguous and also more immersive for that matter. But that's what I'll do later. We can play the rest of it so you see how it sounds. to stop it at a point like in the middle, like right here. I think this is where I want to add a few more measures, like potentially just more bass riffs, but I have to like think of them. And this first song was like the least amount of effort in terms of like I just wanted to get something, right? And this was also my first proper like start to finish, I guess production. I don't know the right word, but first start to finish completion of something in LMMS. So that was the main goal. I just wanted to get some results out, and I was like, yeah, I'll come back to it later. And that hasn't happened since. It's not that this song isn't like good or isn't like worth working on further, but I got sucked in some other ideas that I wanted to also get like, you know, in a physical form on this software. And you know, naturally when you get pulled into multiple things at once, the attention starts to get diverted and such. So but I mean, there's definitely another like I would say 8 measures I can add before this. Okay, and also maybe it's hard to like pinpoint it, but maybe like from actually I kind of want to say like after the first loop, so maybe here. I think it's here actually. Yeah, like right here. After this, like I need to this is exactly where like not having the overlapping drum phrases is a bit of an issue, because everything here is like self-contained 7 beats, right? But it doesn't really feel like it like explores the full extent of what can be done with at least this particular composition. So I want to I don't know, it's going to be hard to figure out because it'll have to still sound continuous, and obviously, you know, it's been a few days since I started on this. But yeah, this is like where I could see the main lack of flow. Like it's fine, obviously. Like having downbeat, you know, bass drum is still gonna help for, you know, at least it's feeling natural. But given that the riffs are continuous within these like the riffs stretch across like, you know, 2 measures of 7, whereas the drum phrases do only 1 measure of 7. So I want to have them match a little more closely. It's not gonna matter much for this outro, right? But for the measures beforehand, and even with that, actually speaking of that, I think this outro, it's good, but probably too soon. I mean, obviously this is a short piece, right? But I think a few more measures of the previous riffs will allow for the outro to be more emphatic. But yeah, those are my ideas right now. Just wanted to get them on the record, and then I can look back later. We can go to the one I'm working on right now before the other ones, because the other ones they're good, but I think in hindsight they're a bit more amateurish. I mean, like it's not to say that they're bad, because like, you know, my whole idea is that if I enjoy listening to it personally, then it's good, right? But at the same time, like it could use more. Those ones could use more refinement. I wanted to get the idea into execution, but it didn't sound exactly how I wanted, and I didn't know how to like form it into what I wanted it to sound like. But we can listen to this one, because this one is coming together really well, and all I need to do is just add a few drum phrases after like the 4th measure or so. This song is a 9/8. Interestingly, so the songs after the one I just played, which was in 7/8, those two were in 4/4 exclusively, and I think they sounded really good. Like honestly, I need to be more willing to just stick with common time because you can do a lot with just the basics. But that being said, this one I didn't really have in mind for it to be a 9.8, but the riff I was thinking of was like perfect for 9.8, and I was like, okay, then with 9.8 being like a natural extension of 6.8 and 3.4, it's pretty, in my opinion, it's a little easier to think of like drum patterns that fit well with it. So I can like start it from here. So because I think this part's really coming together really well. Maybe the only thing is obviously the instrument choice, and that's easy to fix though. Oh yeah, this is the riff. And then we change it. Like this one is like a super mega jam right here. But I think if I can develop the song a little more before this point, then it'll be perfect. It'll be beautiful. I could change the volume balance here too, but I think the idea is still there. Yeah, so I think I like it a lot. This is easy to change the volume balance. Maybe 100 instead of 150. It's hard to judge because for a treble note that's laid on top of a bass riff, it's hard to judge how loud it should be without being overbearing. But I think it should definitely be softer. Yeah, this sounds good, but maybe even softer than this. Let me try 50. Oh, this might be okay. And also, this is one thing too. This is very nitpicky, but I think it'll make it sound perfect. If I cut this short by one more beat, the last note, I think it'll be good. Let me see. Oh, I couldn't hear it for some reason. Also, I'm not even sure if it shows up the pop-out screens. Let me know if it doesn't. I guess I can check right now. Might as well. Okay, it does. Good. Yeah, I was afraid that wouldn't show for whatever reason on OBS. I mean, the sound is working, which is a miracle. That's the most important part, but everything else I wasn't sure on, so it's good that we caught that right away. Okay, let's play it from the top. No, a little shorter, actually. Maybe 2, actually. Because the issue is it's a 9 beat measure, right? So after a while, it's going to become like, there's like a perfect spot balance for it. And then after that, it becomes like back to sounding like slightly off again. Maybe, man. I thought -2 would be good, but we probably need to add one more Goldilocks kind of thing. Let me just play it in isolation right now. Doesn't sound as good in isolation, but it's necessary to hear it. Yeah, I think that's okay. Hopefully. Okay. I'll try to get more, because to be honest, it sounded fine there, but maybe it's the issue with the drum pattern that's playing over it rather than the note itself. So I can check that. This is what the drum pattern that's playing over it right now. So the crash is a little, it's not a great sample. Most of these samples are like definitely a little whack, but the crash specifically is not great because it's cut short so much. So it feels like I have to like add a bunch more crash notes to make it effective. Like, it sounds fine, obviously, right? But this might not be the right pattern for this part. Yeah, I'm gonna try just removing the crash for a second. Okay, obviously we need stuff here. Let's try open hi-hat. No. Actually, you know what? Just let me see. Open then close, maybe. It's a little risky to do it, but I want to try. Okay, no, that didn't sound good. I think the problem is it's right on top of the next bass beat here. I might need to remove the bass beats to make it sound proper. Let me put the crash back on here. Just need to find where they're supposed to be placed because I forgot. Yeah, this is right now. So with that, I want to just replace these spots with maybe just more open hi-hats. Yeah, it sounds weird. It would make more sense if it closes on these ones that are in between where the snare is, but it's hard. Or you know what? I can transpose the hi-hat here. Okay, let me put it back to crash for now. Is that right? Nope. No, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I might need to undo because I legitimately forgot how it sounds. Let me see. can go back to the save anyway. All right, discard. Should be close enough to where we were. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay, I see. So maybe close? No, it still doesn't sound right. Okay, I'm gonna just try the other crash. No, no, absolutely not. Okay, this is like the base, right? Let me just edit from a new one so I don't forget. Okay, I'm gonna do just double snare, alternated. This should sound okay. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, this is where OpenAI actually sounds probably okay, because it's like a soul snare. Yeah, it sounds great. Okay, and then let me close. Okay, nope. Yeah, actually, we don't need to close ever, right? For this like section that's leading up to the end of it. It's more emphatic this way. Yeah, this sounds pretty good, I think. Okay, let's see how it actually looks in practice. We gotta try it like this. Okay. Could still use improvement, I think. I think it's just because the crash sounds awful, the sample that I'm using. Let me listen to this again. Okay, I'm gonna try the other crash. Fine, we'll see. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, this is good. Oh, I'm so glad that we found that. All right. All right, Dunzo. GG. Where am I editing this name? Okay. All right, perfect. Okay. So with that out of the way, we got to figure out this this stuff before that section, but we can get back to that after. I can briefly play the other stuff we had working on. Which one? I think this one. So this one, let me try to remember what this one was. Oh yeah, this one is just basically a bunch of looping with polyrhythms, and I think the polyrhythms are not what's the word? They're not as compatible with each other as I wanted them to be. So like I think the idea was great. Like it's like maybe like okay, not this part. I think everything up to like here is fine or like good enough, but I don't know, like, cause I want I want to make this work, right? But I don't know the proper chord or key to make these sound more cooperative with each other than like clashing. I think actually the bass riff is okay enough, but it's this right here that's the issue. It's a suspended 4 broken chord, right? And that's just very hard to make compatible with this. Because this is a... What is this? Let me just test for myself. What does that sound like? Forgot what chord that is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I forgot what chord that actually is. That would help so much if I remembered. Because if I can think of what key that would be for, then I can just find the right suspended chord for this polyrhythm. But right now it's tough, very difficult. But I can just play the whole thing and then I'll think more about it during it. Yeah, maybe the one thing about this song that's missing the mark too, the best way to describe it, it feels remixy, which is not a good thing. But I think the idea is still intact for it, so I'm gonna come back to it and think of how to improve it later. Because hope is not gone for that one, but it could be better. And then this is the last one, I think. This is the one I think came out the best for what I had gotten out, but also it is, my goodness, a mess. At least in the product browser, it's a mess. It sounds good when it sounds a lot better than it looks in this product view. I'm gonna show you guys, so we can listen to this one. I don't think there's anything to point out yet. Like this one developed really, really well. Wait, is this the right one? Hold on. I think so. Yeah, I can't see any other product it would be. So yeah, I think it is. Oh, that's weird. Is that a... Oh, never mind. I'm scrolled down. Yeah, there we go. I was wondering, is that a visual bug? Play that thing, brother. I know, right, man? What's up, Leon Kennedy? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. We're jamming to some of the pieces that I was working on the past few days. This one, I think, again, came out like the best for sure. I wanted to go over some parts that I think made it sound like really good, and then some parts that I think can still be better. Where do we get started? Well, first things first. I thought at first the drum intro was too long, like it's about 30 seconds, right? But turns out I think it does well enough with the pacing and the variety that I think it's fine. But when we get here, and mind you, this is like what, 11/16 rhythm that's layered within a 4/4 or layered behind a 4/4 drum pattern, becomes very difficult to keep track of whether it sounds correct. But I think this sounded correct. It ended up coming out correctly. Obviously, it's cut short, like here, and then once again here. So it's not a literal like continuous 11/16 rhythm, but I think it still lines up correctly with the drum pattern. So like it sounds perfect. And all that matters is that it grooves like jazz style. So I think it's perfect. This part was, I don't know, the part I was the least certain about, because it's part of it is like, yeah, the instrument choice. I could probably pick something different. Right now it's overdrive, so it sounds weird, right? Wah, 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 right? But I needed something that contrasted sternly with the bass groove that was playing prior, because that creates more emphasis for both of them, right? And the instrumentation choices are not the most terrific, to say the least. So for now, I'm leaving it as is. I'm not going to change it, but it is difficult to find which one is actually the best fit for this. But then, yeah, I mentioned 11/16 for this first groove. The second one, I wouldn't really call it a groove, but the second like section of notes is 6/8, which is way easier to line up, because you know you can just line it up perfectly 6x4, 24, with the 4/4 drum pattern, right? So that one's fine. I guess maybe the one thing was where to place the downbeats of the bass drum with these notes, because these notes are obviously not bass notes, right? So I didn't want them to be too well lined up, but lined up well enough where it's easy to listen to. But snare does a lot of work, so it's great. Okay, more stopping. The stops, I'm sure you guys understand why the stops are there, but they're perfect. They're great for transitioning to the next phrase or, you know, section of rhythms, grooves, however you want to call them. At first I thought there were too many, but honestly, now that I think about it, it's probably too few. The song just goes, you know, and then whenever it stops, it's like, yo. Okay, right here. This is my favorite groove in the whole song, but the whole idea of the song is to mirror, right? So in the first like half, which I would say ends here, the first half is an octave down compared to the second half, right? But I don't know if it works well for this exact groove, so I can play how that sounds in the upper octave. So it becomes hard. So these notes right here, they're like, duh, duh, like those notes. These are previously in the upper octave, right, for this part, and I think it's fine for this because the main groove itself is in the bass, so it's okay. But you know, ideally for these songs, the bass has more priority than any treble notes, but I don't know if that works for this octave. And I was trying to turn up the volume for this row to make it easier to hear these, but it's very difficult. For now, I'm just going to leave it though, because you can hear how it sounds without this. Oops. Without that, and I think it does sound better with the notes still. Because you get to hear like the first note of this groove extend a little bit more than it actually sounds like it is. So I think it's still important for it to be there, but it does have less of an impact than the corresponding one from the lower octave. So I think it's great. But yeah, overall, song came out extremely well. I was surprised because it's not very complex, to be honest, and there's not really much layering at all. In fact, there's no layering at all. None of the rhythms are layering. It's just different grooves, you know, adjacently, and then the drums doing their best job to, you know, carry the song through each individual groove. So overall, it came out great. This one I don't think I'll change for now. So those are the 3 that I have, and then plus the other one that we were working on. So we can go back to the one I was working on, because I really want to get some drum patterns to get this started, so at least I can hear what it sounds like. Because right now it's just like right, but it's not going to be like a jam until those drums start coming in, right? So like I want to get a drum pattern started here, probably. Maybe some hi-hat taps first, before going all out with, you know, energetic drums, snare drumming. But not too energetic, because this is like very well-paced from here on, so. And even if the song ends up being, what, 1 or 2, like 1:30 or 2 minutes, I think that's fine. I don't think it needs to be super long. Okay, so we'll start here. So yeah, probably just taps of the hi-hat, I think. We can just use this. Oh, actually we can't use this because I forgot. I start new projects from previous projects to make it easier if I want to reuse any drum patterns, but unfortunately, some of these are a little misaligned for 9.8, so I can't use them. Okay. I think this one we can just do very simple taps. Like it. Okay, and this is perfect. This is where I can do phrase 0.1, phrase 0.2, where they're like stacked adjacently, and it's not like because if you hear how it would sound if I were to do it right now, it's gonna have like and I don't want it to sound like that. You can see how it sounds right now. Yeah, actually worse than I conveyed, but you know, same deal. I don't want it to sound like that. So we need another, like I said phrase 0.2, but what I really meant is like we just need another like one of these. There we go. But as you can see, since it's tapping at like a non 9/8 pace, we can't use this as the pattern for very long. Like this has to be the only 2 measures that use it. In fact, is this 2? 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Can I not count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this is 9. Yeah. I forgot. When you do 9 times 4, it's 36. True. Math. Forgetting that math is important in math rock. Imagine. Math being important in math rock. Okay, this is great. So we can start it here. See, it lines up perfectly, even though we're in a 9/8 measure. Music is great. Math is great. So we could get away with another measure of taps probably, but I think I would need to extend this groove a little longer then. And that's where, again, drums have to do a lot of work, right? So that's where we're here right now. In fact, instead of doing that, we can now do 0.2. And forgive my naming conventions. I just need to keep track of where the phrases are belonging. That's really all. Okay, so this one, we can tap at a different section of the cymbal, the hi-hat rather. So we get a little bit like a more sustained of a hi-hat sound. Like that. Perfect. Yep. Okay. Okay, what would be the natural follow-up from this? Like, what natural progression? I think maybe we can introduce a bass drum very, very finely. Not like too often, but we can start adding it. Like, something like that. I think I want to add more though, so. No, not here. Nope. Where would it be? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe 8. I'm not sure. No, not 8, 7. It's gonna sound awkward right now, I think, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay, let me just play it for now, and then we can figure it out. Oh, actually, we can do 6. I thought 6 sounded weird at first, but 6 will sound okay for this. Yeah, in fact, if we repeat this, then it'll be okay. It'll be understood what's going on. Yeah, this is great. Yeah. But that means the next phrase has to have that initial bass beat as well. So we'll have to extend this as I expected. I still don't know the best way to move multiple blocks. I've been just doing it manually, which is terrible probably. Thankfully these are very small and short songs, so it doesn't matter that much, but poor me. I'm sure there's another way to do it. Oh, actually, before I do this, I need to remember where this is placed. Okay, yep, you're good. In fact, I can just move that right now, so I don't forget. That'll be very bad. Yeah, all right. This should be hopefully enough room for me to extend. Oh no, wait a minute. Where did the other one go? Okay, I think I can remember that. 2, 3. So probably here. Yeah, okay, nice. Imagine remembering how the song is supposed to look. If all I do is think of it if it sounds good in my head. Okay. Nice. Yeah, while we're here, we might as well move these. Might as well. Yeah, again, I wish I knew how to drag multiple blocks, but when I tried it, it didn't seem like it worked the way I would expect it to work intuitively. So that's why I've not bothered with that since. Oops. Okay, we can add more of these because we're gonna need a few more. All right, and then where were we? Okay, so from here, don't want to develop it too slowly. Maybe this is the last phrase before we transition into like non-intro drum patterns. Make it count. Okay. So I think we can just keep it like standard, baby basic, simple. Alternate on the snares. Can't go wrong. Surely not, right? Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, let's not. Okay, nice and ankle breaking. This will get people's heads spinning at what the next downbeat of the snare and the bass drum is going to be. But that's what irregular rhythms are. Okay. Okay. In serious note, I think I need to hear how it sounds in the song before committing to that. I'm surprised. It sounded fine, actually. I thought it would sound way worse than that. In isolation, it didn't sound right, but that's what testing is for. The ear test never goes wrong, or it rarely goes wrong. Let's put it that way. Okay. Okay, I think we can do something like this. Yeah. In fact, let's shake it up a bit. Let's try some open hi-hats for this section, yeah? Oh no, that doesn't sound right. Hold up. Do we need to alternate the hi-hats too? I think we do. Actually, you know what? Instead of this, maybe a triple muffled snare. That sounds cool, yeah. Okay. Let's see how it sounds. Actually, let's do it a double. Yeah, there we go, perfect. Okay, obviously we need to repeat that. No, I'm not doing that just once. Surely not, no way. Okay, now we can. Okay, I know I said one more intro phrase, but hey, we have a few more blocks left. I can still build upon this drum pattern. So we can now add some irregular snares. Probably, I think that's where we've developed things enough for that. But let me. I probably need to think of that one in my head first before actually doing it. Yeah, I think it's something like that. So double bass. Boom. So then we do like this, right? Nope. Okay, it is like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I need to pause, definitely think about it more. Okay, we need toms. I think we need toms for this. But where would they be? Oh, that's not. Oops, that's the wrong snare. Oopsie. I forgot I have 2 snare rows for like double hits. Or not double hits, but whatever they're called. You guys get what I mean. That's the wrong order. But it's the right idea, I think. There we go. Excellent. Actually, maybe instead of toms, we can just do muffled snare for this. We still have the hands for that. Let me try. Might need to change the velocity though. Let me remember how the snare sounds by itself. The snare muffled. It's been a while. Oops, no, don't add that one again. Okay, I think we can just use muffled 2. We don't need the other one. And then just velocity is really low. Build that velocity up, and then something like that. It's too faint for the first one, so let's up these a little bit, and maybe I can actually get away with the third one. I think. Yeah, it should be okay. It is muffled anyway. It's gonna be fainter than the other ones. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Actually, the first one is still too faint. We can increase it for sure. We could probably do a full hit on the muffled snare the third time before going into the full regular snare hit. Probably this. I wish they had numbers for the velocity because that would make it so much easier. Perfect. Okay, great. All right, we're gonna still add more to this though, because this is gonna be probably the phrase that we end with in the intro before going to another riff. So if we can still add more, then that would be good. Okay, actually, let me start from the beginning. We got to do a symbol. I said symbol. We got to do a crash for let me see the other one first. I think we got to do a crash for 0.4, 0.5, one of them. Yeah, we can do a crash for 0.4, honestly. It deserves it. Just right there. Hopefully that's okay. Yeah, okay, 0.5. You're getting a crash too. You get a crash, you get a crash. All of us get a crash. All right. Okay. Okay, how do we transition? So I have a few ideas for this, but it's 38 seconds in. It might be best to do another what's the word? Another progression of like another chord of the same. I don't know how to describe it. Basically, we can just like we can go in here and then move up the notes, basically like an octave or so. Not an octave, but like within the same key. So what's it right now? Okay, let me just play this. So maybe A flat. Let's try it. We'll never know until we try it. You guys think I really know what I'm doing here? I just want to get something that sounds good. I think we can do this and then go back to the previous whatever. Anyway, we'll just see how it sounds. And then we can go back to this. All right. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we can use a different phrase for these last two measures. I just love this section. It's so good. It's so good, and then the Crash 1 sample ruins everything. Oh my goodness. Can we get rid of this? I want to use, like, in a perfect world, this would be one of the Crash cymbals in like a physical drum set, but the sample here is not doing it justice. So maybe I can find a different one. Am I able to search like Crash? Oh yeah, that's the only. Wow, the one I used was the only one basically. I'm about to call up one of my friends to record me a Crash sample just for this one song. Let's see. Yeah, no, there's nothing really here. At least that would suffice. I don't know. I think all of these are kind of not what we're looking for either. I can look within the drum synth, because sometimes the drum synth has good stuff too. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the ride I'm already using. Yeah, they're kind of not right. Oh, I think the problem is too, is a lot of these aren't held by default, or like sustained by default, so it can make it sound different too. Apologies if your ears are gonna like pop with some of these sounds. I really apologize about that, but some of these samples are, you know, you guys understand. This is some poverty music making, but it's okay. All that matters, or all I care about, is getting some of these compositions in listenable form so that they're not just stuck in my head. That's all I care about. Yeah, I think what really helped the riff that we're ending this song with, and again, I hope to add some more in between, but what's really helping this is the what's it called? Dissonant notes being played alongside the in-key notes. So like, I can show what I'm talking about here. So we're going just from C to C with an octave, or the space of an octave. But then for the second, third, and fifth notes within this riff, or not notes, but like opposite, the notes opposite of C, because C is the same for these notes, right? We're playing an additional note that's off the key. So I think it's like perfect for creating that ambience. Honestly, I wanted to do it for this C too, but it didn't sound right. Like, I can just show it here. Yeah, I didn't, like, it emphasized this one for sure, but it kind of fell flat for me personally to my ear. And we're using some silent notes, so the silent notes still need to remain intact. Otherwise, I would love to extend these notes a bit longer, but silent notes are necessary. Maybe, in fact, I just need like another track of just some bass that's like... It's risky to do that, because the whole point of this song and the previous song that I worked on was that there's less layering to make it more balance of an emphasis on the grooves, the individual grooves themselves, as well as the drums that carry them forward. So I'm not sure. But yeah, I wanted to show that quickly. Anyway, back to the Crash. Where's our Crash? Please give me... Okay, that's not gonna work. I don't think we can search. We have to look through these individually and see whatever matches what we're looking for. I would hate to use something from here. Oh dear. No, please don't. Yeah, none of these are gonna work. I got so used to acoustic sounds that, man, hearing the techno style drum sounds is so jarring. It's not bad, but it's definitely like out there. Yeah. Ride. Oh, that's a decent ride, honestly. It's better than some of the other ones I've seen. Ouch. Ow, my ears. Sorry, guys. You never know what you're gonna get until you click on the. Oh my goodness. You never know what you're gonna get until you click on them. So, you know, we gotta just try them. Oh, some toms in there. Okay, I have a feeling that none of these are gonna work. So let's try this one. I doubt it for that one too. Worst case, I'll look for a good crash sample off stream. Because it's not like a make or break, but it would help a lot for this. I'm sure you guys understand. We can just play the song we have so far in the background while I'm looking for these. Don't want you guys to suffer. Oh, maybe this is... none of these say crash. I'll try them after. Oh, you know what? Oh my goodness. I understand what is wrong with this. I forgot I lowered my snare volume some time ago. We can change this. No wonder it sounded like that. Let me play it. Yeah, these can be louder. This is the end of the song. We gotta culminate everything. I mean, it's okay. We'll hear it over again to make sure it sounds okay. Do 70. How much is this? 60. Okay, never mind. Not 70. 50 probably. Keep these the same. The bass drum is a little bit louder because, you know, everyone loves the bass. Yeah, that's good. Okay. No wonder. I was like, huh? It still could be louder, to be honest, but let's hear it from the beginning. Oh, hold up. This... Okay, nope. This is not it. Okay, tier 808. Okay, these don't sound bad, but it's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, these are pretty good samples. But yeah, they're not what I'm looking for. Oh, Did we finally found? Oh my goodness, this might be it. I think we found. That's not. I mean, let me hear it again. That actually might be a ride. Hold up. It's probably not a crash, right? Let me. Where's the ride that we're using right now? Acoustic? Yeah, there we go. Oh no, yep. Okay, we found a crash. Let's go. Alright. I'm gonna use this. It's good enough. It's not the best, but it's better than whatever this one is. Okay. Where was the measure with that? I think it was here. Yeah. Okay, it's just all three. So let's change those to this new one. In fact, we'll switch places because, you know. Okay, yeah. Okay, it does sound noticeably different. Yeah, it's a good sample, but it's like very stark, the contrast. We can play it here. Yeah, it's very stark, the difference. I'm gonna see if it can be gotten away with for this song. It'd be a shame if it doesn't work, but you know, let's find out. How jarring does it seem in the middle of the song? I would say it's okay. It's not bad. It's not like a real. I mean, it's a crash. Obviously, it's not a ride. So I can't be listening to it as if it's a ride. But at the same time, I think people would expect this to sound like a ride in the way it's used here. So, let me go back. I don't think any other song for this, or any other phrase for this song is using the crash, though. At least not that crash. Yeah. I don't have to exit every time. Let me just see it this way. Yeah, I really doubt it. They're all using the good crash sample that I was already using. That was when we just changed number 3. Yeah, none of these are using, so yeah, we're good. I think it'll be okay. There's some other things to change, but we'll get to those. I still think the drum patterns can use improvement. It's probably developing too slowly, which was what I was afraid of. But there might just need to be another phrase here as an intermediary, because this one adds a little too much more. Actually, no. Maybe it's okay. Oh no, yeah, definitely. I think the issue here is actually the symbol, the crash symbol. So I need a 0.3.5 that removes the crash from that, and then it's okay, I think. So we can try it. It's the same, but just removes the crash. Okay. I think it'll be okay. It'll help the snare at the end too, for emphasis. Actually, you know what? Remove that snare. Remove the double snare, and I think we're good. To make the introduction of it in the next phrase a bit more noticeable. Okay, maybe remove the double snare, but keep one snare tap in there. Probably that one. Okay. I'm telling you guys, this is a banger. This specific section, sick, insane. I think it's out of the songs I've been working on so far, I think this is my favorite riff. So still more to work on here, like all of this. I mean, it's not like the transition is probably okay, but there's definitely more drum fills that can be done here. It doesn't even have to be like an orderly phrase. It can be like just improv kind of, or either that or like another. Yeah, I can probably introduce another riff. I just don't want to do too many layers like the other songs. It would be a good fit for this. We can just start it here. Oops. Wait, what's the riff right now? Something like that. Okay, I have the 4 keys at least are done with it. It's 1 octave higher, but it's okay. So hard to think. Yeah, admittedly, I didn't have any like other major riffs planned for this one other than the ones I already have here. So it's gonna be hard to think of something else. Playing by sound or feel is gonna be difficult. I probably have to imagine like what the drum would be alongside it. I mean, it's also fine to just. It's probably fine to just leave these as the core riffs, because at least in my personal opinion, the repetition doesn't feel exhausting by this point, and really the main thing I'm looking for is not even like it's not like another bass line or even more notes to complement it, like just for real estate, but it's more so the drum fills because it's building too slowly, I feel. And that's not going to be the fault of the repetition. I think the coolest part though is that these drum patterns feel like 4/4, and then there's like you're tripping into the next measure at the half note, or not the half note, the eighth note. Oh, actually, hold up. What happened here? Are we missing a bass note? Or a bass beat? Probably. Probably this. Yeah, this is okay. I think that was what we were missing. I didn't realize it until now. Yeah, okay, maybe, yeah, it's actually the drum patterns that need improvement, probably. Okay, let me look at them. Hi-hat is not doing justice here. Oh, the snare rim. I forgot I had that for these. Probably just do muffled into snare tap. Oops. Actually, the snare rim is probably okay. It was really just the hi-hat probably. I just have to be careful about using the rim as a central essential part of the beat here. Central. Blah. Oh, you know what? Hold up. Let me do this. It's risky, but double hit snares there. Okay, I think it's okay. And it's like max power, but oh yeah, true, it's an early riff. Dang, that might not work. Yeah, because now I have to do it for like almost all of them, right? Oops. I guess to remedy it, let me see. What's this? Okay, I'm gonna use that as a base for fixing the other ones too. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it makes a lot of sense to do that for this one. So, there we go. Yeah, excellent. This is great. This is how we should do it. Okay. We're using the hi-hat. It looks like maybe I can add this. It's risky. Wait, did I already do that though? I'm not sure. Okay, at least now it sounds consistent. Oh, you know what? When I added that, the reason it sounded like that, what's it called? The crash. I forgot to change the sound volume. Duh. What's the other ones? 20? Really? That's 40. I'm gonna do 40. Okay, maybe it sounds better. Oh my goodness, that sounds way better. Yeah, that was exactly why. I see. It makes sense now. But maybe it's not loud enough. Yeah, okay, I can make it a little louder, like maybe 50, 60. Okay. Yeah, I think that sounds right now. So what still could use more work is this part. Like I have an idea of how I can improve the drum pattern for this part, but I might need to just like brute force find a good phrase for it. Okay. Yeah, these last two probably. So clone, there needs to be like a clone that's 0.6, and then there needs to be a transition that's a little bit of a fill. I think that'll be perfect. So something like this, right? Then this is a interlude. Okay. So we can do like a bunch of snares, I think, for this 0.6. How many how many snares is the question? Okay, so it starts from here. We need to do like 4 more probably. Do we have the hands for that? We have to remove this, right? We do have the hands for it. Yay. As long as we can. So removing this is like one of the few things you remove. The tom goes away too, but that's not a huge loss. So yeah, we do have the means. So start soft on these muffles. Oh, actually, do we need to do that? I don't think we need to do that because we can just start with a muffled sample and then transition to like a lower velocity snare sample. And I think that would still match the effect. Okay, I see. I probably need one more here, to be honest. And then these need to be a little higher. This is hard, guys. But drums are important for this genre. You could say they're more important than even the guitars sometimes. If Don Caballero has anything to go off of for that one. I think it's good. So 0.6 interlude is where there will be a struggle because that's got to be a little improv-y. This was just like Philly. I mean, it sounded okay, but it's just a clone, right? So. So, for this, it's going to be like irregular improv-y, right? So, after the double bass, and then the open hi-hat, that's where we like just go crazy. Okay. And this was originally 0.5, so we're good. We just gotta mess around. I should actually not clear these yet. Let me replace them. There we go. It's coming together now. I'm seeing the improv. sounds great so far. Yeah, this will be very hard to like play, but it is kind of improv, so it wouldn't matter that much. We can fit in another one at the 4th interval, right? Right here. Wait, can we though? It would be a triple, right? So let me stop for a second. Oh no, it's possible. Yeah, I mean, not more than possible. It's like comfortable, basically. It would just be a matter of hand position. So yeah, it should be fine. So I changed it a little bit, so it would be, oh no, you just do a double hit. So yeah, you can do all that with one hand, and then yeah, it should be okay. I'm trying to think of it like how it actually be drummed. I don't really know how to drum, like, pretty much at all, but I have an idea of how it would be done, and I think this makes enough sense. It's unfortunate that you can't, like, leave your hand. Actually, no, maybe you can. I think for this pattern, it's possible to leave the hand at the ride. Or we're using this like a ride, that's the thing. Because I originally said it's a crash, but honestly, this sounds as good as the ride would. Almost better than the ride sample I had earlier. So, something like that. Okay. So what's next here? We're doing a double snare here. That's the thing, right? So we're missing opportunities to do a hi-hat, which I think would be better actually. Because the previous wait, actually hold up. What if I transpose this one beat before? Would it sound weird enough? Yeah, it does sound weird. Maybe like this. That's okay, actually. And this is comfortable, I think. You gotta be fast, but I think it's doable. You know, actually no, hold on. Instead of a snare double hit, like instead of doing both hands on the snare, let's do just a hi-hat opened plus snare. I think that's good enough. Okay, we're cutting that hi-hat open short because there's the next section right after, right? So. Oh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds great. And that's like the one ear candy for the drum side for the whole song. Or not like the one, I shouldn't say it like that, but like, you know, the moment in time where we want to leave that special measure that, you know, people enjoy, and then afterwards back to business. Yeah, it's good. Okay, let me hear from the top, and if this sounds good enough, I don't mind saying stop here. Okay, again, this song could definitely be expanded more, but I think it's doing what I wanted to accomplish with it, with a very basic set of riffs. And then maybe if I come up with some more melodies that match closely with what the song's going for, then I'll expand upon it off stream. But it's been a good session, at least for this piece. Just don't want to overdo it. It's mathy enough as is. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Those are some ankle breaking measures. Yeah, man, I feel sad that it's such a short piece. There's definitely more that I want to do with this, but my ideas are dry for the moment. It's not really ideas. Like I have more things I can think of, but it would definitely require more like just practical experimentation rather than like thinking of how it sounds in my head. Because I really want to like for example here, just play a bunch of notes, right? Blah blah blah, right? But that's gonna be a lot harder to do without letting this simmer in my mind. So I'm gonna come back to it. we'll think about ways to do so. But I'm going to save this. I'm going to export it. And the title for this one, the titles are really like, how do you title this kind of music? You guys get what I mean? But we're going for this one. We're going with Inverse Insulator. Of course, non-subtly inspired by unicolors. Unicolor names are nonsensical. It's like dictionary words mashed together and somehow it's like coherent enough. But yeah, we're gonna go with this for now. Let it export. And then did I have another idea? I don't think I had another idea aside from the ones I already showed. Oh no, I actually did have another idea, but it was drum. It was more so with drums rather than with the riff, so I don't know how to pair it with the riff right now. Let's see. Yeah, the other rhythms I was thinking of was one that was for 6/8 time, and then another one for 7/4, or not another one, but one for 7/4. But it's I was thinking of it while I was walking before the stream, and since then a number of things have happened, so I forgot. I forgot it right now, but I'll remember again later. It's okay. I guess we can hear how it sounds. Why not? I can. It's not going to show on the stream, but it should be audible still because the sound is going to be playing through the headphones regardless. Let me just find a way to make sure that's possible. Here we go. Okay. All right, I want to when I do the MP4 render, I want to add like an extra second at the end, just as dead space to make sure it's not super sudden. But otherwise, it's good. And I'll definitely add another section with like a new groove or riff or something to at least develop the song further. And yeah, it'll enhance the re-listenability and everything else too. Okay, we can go back to one of the earlier ones I was mentioning. Which one? I think the 7/8 one, I think, is what I want to work on now. Wait. Oh, okay. I was like, what? I forgot. I have to change the tempo every time I open this project. It's weird. Yeah, there we go. It's funny that 87 beats per minute was perfect for the song. At least it sounded perfect. And then the song is also in 7/8. It's excellent. So at first, I actually thought, like, after I first exported the song, I was like, maybe this section's like overdrummed. But nah, it's an intro. Go crazy, right? And it sounds fine in hindsight. So if anything, one thing I could do. Okay, this is bass, right? I just want to label these now. Melody. One thing I could do is I said could do. One thing I should do, excuse me, is lower these volumes. In hindsight, I should definitely do so. And what is this doing here? I think I was testing because this was my first exported project with LMMS. Let me just make sure it sounds fine and that I didn't actually need that track, but I doubt it. I needed it. Oh, another thing I need to change right now. So, right here, I was trying to do, I forgot what the name of it in music theory is called, but it's like I'm not sure if it's audible on my microphone when I'm making the sound with my fingers, but it's like that kind of note. You can kind of hear it, but it didn't work well. So I'm gonna, cause I changed the instrument that was being used for this melody, and it works much better for the other instrument I had than this one. So I'm gonna remove it. I think the best replacement is just deleting it and then extending the other note. Oops. Oh no, I have. Okay. I have to do this because I forgot. I made some of the notes a little bit shorter than what's allowed in the 16th note. So yeah, sounds way better. Excuse me. Okay, and then same thing here. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. I think that's all. Honestly, okay, you know what's funny? This song, now I think about it, I could probably just add a few more measures like of repetition for this riff and it'll be fine. Because I mean, it's a pretty short and sweet song, right? 155. But just by adding like one more loop, it'll just enhance these riffs a lot more because you get to hear them once and then that's it. Again, it was my first one, right? So I wasn't thinking about this, but now it's definitely wise to do that. and then right there, do another loop over of the whole thing. I think that'll be good. That'll be excellent. So I need to, time for some math. Destruction. Okay. How many blocks do we need to move over to have enough space for this? Can I do math? 1, 2, 4. So it's 8, 12. 12 sounds like a lot less than I thought it would be. Okay. All right. I'm gonna save here. If we mess up, then we'll we'll reopen the project. Doing a speedrun save split. Let's go. Okay. Wow, this is actually intimidating because wait, how long is this? Oh, never mind. Okay, not as bad. 4, 8, 12. Okay. Math is easy. Lemon squeezy even. Okay. Oh, so scary. I don't know why I'm always afraid of changing something that I already have, but I gotta get used to that idea. For this one, it's gonna be well worth it. It's just another extra 12 measures of some rock and grooves. Yeah, over here. Okay, I think the order was done correctly. Oh dear, wait, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I see. I might have to count for this one because they're overlapping. I forgot. Okay, there we go. And yes, there. Yeah, that one specifically was gonna mess me up. Okay. So this is where we stop moving things over and we add just whatever was here. Yeah. Boom. All right, there we go. Not as bad as I thought. Yeah, the thing with some of these grooves, obviously they're like, it's a 7/8 song, but some of them aren't regular rhythms, irregular rhythms, so they don't last as long as the full measure, which is fine. But I think for this song, I was trying to force them into a full measure because of the software and not because of the actual composition that I wanted. So this will be a good time to try to address that and fix it back to what I wanted. I hope that's right. Tricky and suspicious. Let me copy these so that it doesn't look as bare. Yeah. Maybe I did this in the wrong order too. It would have made more sense to do it in a different order probably, so I don't get super confused. Oh dear, yeah. Well, would you look at that? Lovely. What's going on here? Do I need another? Uh-oh. I have probably made an error. Let me see. I just gotta hear it now at this point. Too deep into the fix. And this is a chance to add better drum fills too. Oh, I see. Okay, it's supposed to be this again. I forgot. I forgot my own song. Wow. Yeah. Yep. Okay, easy peasy. Oh, nope, not that. Nope. Okay, there you go. Yes. Ah, no, wait. I gotta listen to it. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Oh, I see. Disaster. It is overlapped incorrectly. Okay. Easily fixable, because this is just like a, you know. This is just like a bunch of cymbal smashes, so I think we can fix it easily. Alright. Yeah, that's the problem with layering these things on top of each other like this, because you can't see anything. Like, I can't see where this is going. But it's okay. We'll fix it right now. Boom. There we go. Wait, no, this is still not right. I think we got to remove that. This is still not right. Oh, this was correct. I actually had it correct earlier, but yeah. Yeah, this is right. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, so now we can change the fills here. And I can name these better. Wait, how long is this? 225. Oh, I'm running out of time actually, because the blind race is going to be potentially in an hour. Let me just send a message to them. But in the meantime, yeah. So okay, for this piece, we've fixed the easy part. I think the hard part is what to fill before the outro. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say outro, but like, you know, this is effectively the end of the song. And we're just doing a nice, comfortable stretch towards that goal. And the easy part was just making a loop one more time, right? Because it gives the listener another chance to hear those progressions. But this part is definitely where I want to add more. But I feel like I should fix the drum phrases and fills before getting to that. So I need to listen to the whole thing. I will say, like, in terms of the development of this piece, like listening to this piece and the other pieces again, especially I think the second piece that I was working on probably has the weakest melody, this piece I think had the strongest melody out of the ones I've been working on. But also I think that's because it's the first one, right? So it's like the one I had fresh in my mind when I was starting on LMMS, but then maybe it didn't have the matured, like, you know, organization of the measures. So we're fixing that right now. And I need to fix the volume balances later too. I gotta remember that. Hey, what's up, Zenryoku? You think perpendicular perspiration is your favorite melody? I fully agree. That is, I think that one, okay, I won't say it's my favorite melody, but I think it's my favorite. Like, I think it turned out the best out of the ones that I had worked on so far. Which one? Oh my goodness, which one is it? I forgot how I named my own stuff. I think it's this. Because this one, like, part of it too is that the grooves that are being used are much more basic, right? So it's easier for me to like figure out a good pairing drum pattern. But I do agree with you. Perpendicular perspiration worked out finally. For those of you wondering what he's referring to, that is the working title for this piece. I'm just titling all the pieces for now so that at least it becomes easy to refer to them. I was going to use the nickname Purper for that one until, you know, when I do a proper publishing upload for them, these are all going to be named, right? And we got to have some nicknames to refer to them quickly. So that's Purper. The one that we were just listening to is 78th Exit, which is easy enough to say. And then the other one that is has the craziest polymeter out of the ones I worked on is Rhetorical Interpretation. Okay, let's see. Have you thought about adding a little more texture to the first 9 bars? For you're talking about for Purper, right? Or are you talking about for 78th Exit? Purper sounds like it sounds like some baby talk, I know, but trust me, like this is a good nickname in my opinion. Okay, I'm guessing you're adding. Oh, okay, you're talking about 70th Exit. Where are we? You know, actually, you're right because I think 70th Exit had the. Again, it was the first one I worked on, so it had the least mature dynamicness since I wasn't really like adjusting much of the volume levels. And you can see all of them are constant. I definitely agree with you. Having some more dynamic volume or even velocity will help out a lot. I added some of that to the future pieces with the snares. But I actually think I need to listen to this again. Man, by the time we finish all these, I'm gonna have listened to them like hundreds of times. But that's what's necessary. You know what I also need to do? I just need to label these properly. So we're gonna call this intro phrase. This is 1. Let me not do 0.1. Let's do 1 because intro and 0.1 is redundant. Okay. Yeah, part of it too, Zenrico, I think what's going on here is there's a lot of reliance on the hi-hat. So I didn't notice the opportunities to improve dynamic velocity, but it's a great observation. Oh my goodness. Can I see the whole thing? Thank you. All right. Okay, this is not the one. Although I should label this too. So. What is this? This is not an intro phrase, right? Oh, right. This is how do we label this? I'm gonna admit I got the idea for this phrase from Afrobeats. I'm so sorry, guys. I know this is the wrong inspiration to take for a completely drastically different genre, but trust me, this was actually what was on my mind for for this part, so I had to do it. We're gonna call this Uh, I mean, obviously Afrobeats, but slower, but Afrobeats phrase. Okay, and then, all right, this is phrase 2. Yeah, let's go. I know, right? Dude, yeah. But it worked out. It worked out. All right, this might as well be 2.5, right? Oh, this is main phrase, actually. I realized the intro's done by that point. Okay, and then there's another phrase that is basically the same as main, but a little different. All right, this is main fill. Again, I don't really care how beautifully these names are, as long as they're better than baseline 6, baseline 8. Okay, this is the same one. Fill. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then this is like a closing one, right? Yeah. Outro phrase. Okay, what is this? This is like the irregular outro phrase, right? I love this. This when I first, because again, this was like the first when I was using LMS to make, right? LMMS to make. When I was trying to figure out what beat to put it on to make it sound like kind of ankle breaking, and heard this for the first time, I was like, oh, that's so good. Because like at first it does sound extremely strange, right? It sounds just off of where the like that should be, right? But when you like listen closely for a few measures, and it's playing over and over, right? It's playing for like maybe 4 measures, yeah. Then it's like, oh, in my mind, I can map out when I'm gonna hear this second beat, and it's funny because it's actually spaced out the same, from how do I say it? They're spaced out the same with respect to the next measure. Like 6 beats, but the placement of this is like on a non-standard beat within the measure, so it's great. It's literally perfect. Okay, anyway, what is this? Okay, this is just like we're done. All right, okay. Gonna hop out for now. Good luck and have fun. Yeah, thank you. No worries. Thanks for tuning in briefly. And thanks for the tip on adding some dynamic velocity, which I will do, certainly. Okay. Where would we add that? I think here, maybe. No, not there. So what even is going on in this? Man, this was when I was working with single measures for every single phrase. No wonder. You know what? I can probably... Let me see what reducing this hi-hat volume would do. That's probably one area of improvement. Yeah, there we go. Now it feels a bit more intermediary. I think that's the goal. Yeah, definitely having the volume is going to work here. Okay, great. And then the other thing would increase the bass volume for sure, like 75 or 100. I don't know, maybe because in the other pieces, it's not as loud as that. In general, I think this is louder than the other ones. And when I put it together in the same video, it's going to be pretty stark, especially since it's the opening. I plan on this being the opening, opening track, right? So I want to get this down for sure. Why is this still labeled badly? Oh, I said I would come back to it, right? Yeah. All right, this is pretty important. This is like main, what? This is the real main phrase, to be honest. And then the other one is like wannabe main phrase. Okay, so let me save. And then we want, so we changed this one, and we need to change this one too. Because, yeah, the hi-hats are too loud. These placements are great, but yeah, I agree. The velocity is probably could be better. Let me I just have to see how it sounds like this. This one has to be the loudest one. This one loud. This one, these ones are like medium. Okay, great. That was main phrase, so we got a lot covered with just that. And then this one, right? Okay, I don't think the snare velocity needs to be changed for this. Okay, we're doing 100. Here we go. Here we go. Hopefully it's not too loud of a bass. We'll see. No, that is too loud. Yeah. Too ambitious. Okay, we'll do 75. I don't know why. It's like a little poppy, right? Do we need a hi-hat pedal like close for this? Probably. But it wouldn't make sense to put it because we already have the. Oh, actually, let me see. Yeah, no, never mind. This actually just wouldn't make sense. none of these make sense. So yeah. Okay, yep, I need to improve intro phrase 2. Oops. Hopefully, I'm sorry if that made any, like, pop sound. It probably didn't, but hopefully not. Okay, what's going on here? I just feel like there should be something better than needing to close the hi-hat. But it definitely, you know, with the bass alone, it's definitely empty. Maybe crash? The dreaded crash. Doesn't sound bad, actually. A bit softer on the bass drum the second time. Maybe that's it. Okay, I think that sounds about right. Okay. Sorry, I know you guys heard that one for a long time. It was hard to find the right sweet spot for the velocity, but I think it's going to be okay. In the song, it will be hard to notice any small differences anyway. Okay, for the fill phrase. Ooh, the fill phrase. We already had this like it's great. It sounds great. Something like that. It sounds really good, but So this one, I wanted to transpose the toms one beat to the right, but it might interfere with this. I'm not sure. We'll only know by trying. It's foot pedal, right? So let me see. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, that fix on the melody for like instead of like that, it sounds so much better. I'm so glad. Okay, and then we'll fix this, obviously. Like, this is pretty sudden, right? But this was just added as a kind of a bandage patch, so it's natural that it's going to be a little bit weird, but I'm going to definitely fix this. I wish I could annotate it, but I mean, if I were to listen over, I would immediately notice it if I were to come back to it. So. We could even have different drum patterns for this second loop. I think that would help a lot. Maybe the crash is too loud. 50. Do 40. Crash is kind of eating up the the bass notes here. Of course, I wish the sample were longer for the crash itself, but what can you do? Overall, okay, pretty good progress made on that one. Again, when I come back to this, I want to change the drum phrases for the second loop of the outro, and I want to add more to this first part, which will take a bit more creativity, but you know, it'll be possible. Pretty good though. Let's export the new progress here. For 78th exit especially, since I've made a lot of changes to it, it's being the first one, I have a bunch of different versions. They're not visible on the screen right now, but I have like version 1 through version 1.2, each which have two versions for I think was 140 BPM and 87 BPM, which is what I'm going to be using for the release. So yeah, good progress. Okay. All right, and then what were we going to return to? I wanted to do this one. No, not this one. That's Purpur. The one that's pretty good. This one, I think I already mentioned. I just need to find the right key transpose to make it sound good on the polyrhythms. But I don't think the drum patterns need to be changed. I think the drum patterns are fine. The drum patterns carry the song, because otherwise it didn't come out the way I wanted to. But again, the ideas are intact, and I don't think those need to change necessarily. The structure is basically you have the opening, which lasts up to this, like right here maybe, I would say. And then we get to the polyrhythm section, or polyrhythm and polymeter. It's basically, the drums are always going to be 4/4, with of course some craziness, but especially towards the polyrhythm section, the drum pattern is kept constant to make it easier to follow for myself and for listeners, of course. But then for the polyrhythm / polymeter, there's this one, right? Like this rhythm, I'm like really happy about, right? It sounds groovy. It sounds delicious. This little like ring in the background, it's fainter. The audio balance is perfect, I think, with regards to that. And the key is fine at this point. Like this sounds natural enough. But then it's when we transition to the mean part of the song, which of course that's by design, right? But that's where I don't think it's as compatible, and I want to fix this. Like, I just need to change the key. Basically, that's all I need to do, and it'll sound fine. But I don't know how to do it, or I shouldn't say I don't know how to do it. I need to really like sit down and think about how to do it, which doesn't make for as interesting of a stream experience, but I want to be able to at least draft some ideas before the stream is done. So before we do that, we have to listen again to make sure we remember how it sounds. But yeah, again, it's like just polyrhythm, polymeter with layered loops. Very simple. Simple in implementation, doesn't have the appearance of simple in the listening experience, but you know, that's how it is. But the drums definitely carry. wish there was a better ride sample, but it's good. Like, this part of the song is still fine. Gets the job done. But coming up, this is where I'm unsure. And I think, okay, I'm going to pause here briefly. We'll restart too, because this one I want to highlight. The drum pattern that starts after this stop is the same. Again, it's the same throughout with a couple of fills. But the important part is that it's irregular in the alignment of the bass and the snare alternations. You can see the first bass starts, the measure starts on the third beat within, which I believe this is the third 16th note of, it might be the third 8th note. Let me see, quarter. Yeah, this is the third 16th note within the measure. So very, very irregular, right? And it might be hard to count if you were to count during the song, which a lot of listening to math rock does require some counting. But for this song, I think it's fine because you can get the idea of where the count starts for the drums, which again are on their own time signature 4/4, while the polyrhythms are each on their own measure too. I mean, technically this rhythm is 4/4 as well, but this one is not 4/4, right? So that's where it becomes a bit more difficult. I think it's 7/8 if I counted correctly. Can't remember. When I was drafting, I didn't really think about it, but let me see. Actually, no, it's 5/4 or 5/8. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, actually, never mind. It's not 5/4. Or 5/8. It wouldn't be either way because it's a bunch of 16th notes. I can just check. Let me see. Counting is hard. So this is one measure of 4/4. I mean, I want to zoom in because these are 16th notes, I think. Oh no, these are 16th notes because they're 8 within a 4th note. 8 of them within a 4th note. 4 of them within a 4th note would be 8. So I think these are 16th, right? Anyway, 1, 2, 3, and then how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and so how much is that? 3 times 8 would be 24, plus 4 is 28. So 28 divided by 32 is 3/4. I mean, 3/4, but how much would that be? That's one measure for it, right? So no, it wouldn't be 3/4. What am I saying? Because we're missing an 8th note, right? So we just got to subtract an 8th note, to be honest. Why is this so hard? How many 8th notes would this be? So 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, there we go. So it's a 7. 7/8. Or 7/8. I think 7/8. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7/8. There we go. Okay. Wow. That required some reverse engineering, but we got there. Math is hard. I don't know how else to put it, but it's like that. Oh dear. There we go. So yeah. Anyway, okay. Now that we've done the math, we got the 4/4 drums. This groove is technically 4/4 as well, but it's a little irregular. This I forgot. What is this? Oh, this one is just 4/4 too. Okay, so this is the 7/8 rhythm, right? All right, and then the bass here. Yeah, that's 442. So yeah, the only complexity, or I should say only complexity. I mean, because we have two instruments that are in 4/4 in the polymeter, but one of the instruments, which is the drums, are on an irregular 4/4 pattern. So it's still like lined up, not entirely normally. But in any case, I'm just trying to I need to think about this because that can also help me understand how to improve these different rhythmic sections. Which again, I think everything up to this point is fine. It's really this part that I'm struggling because these are a little bit incompatible of rhythms, and they're layered on top of each other. Thankfully, I think the volume levels help for creating some dynamicness, but it's still not entirely the way I want it to be. But honestly, it'll still sound fine because again, the drums do a good amount of work. And it helps too that the bass is lined up with the notes here, the bass drum. Like how it would be done in like a lot of hardcore punk and metalcore songs. I mean, those songs have a bunch of bass smacks with the bass drum. Honestly, this sounds fine still, even this part. This is where it gets bad, I think. When I change the I shouldn't say bad, but like this is where I'm unsure. Like this is because again, like this song, I would listen to this song, right? So that means I would enjoy it. But if I feel like it can be better, then I want to make sure to address it. But when we change to that, this is, I mean, obviously the previous polyrhythm is not in key either, but technically still compatible with this, right? Okay, so what is this? That's not it. Come on now. So this sounds like a suspended chord, but I don't know which one. What would that be? D sharp. Let me just go online and because you guys, oh my goodness, I'm not about to be gatekept by not remembering what chord things are by ear. So I'm just gonna go ahead and look up what's a D sharp suspended chord. Oh, come on, let me listen to it. No.
Back to the all about bits on it.
Oh my goodness.
I looked for it and fifth note, realized of all.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that is no, absolutely not. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, we can just look at the keys too. All right. D sharp, what? D sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Are those even notes? Or is this just I just have to like map it? Okay. D sharp, yeah. So it said D sharp, G sharp, A sharp, right? So yeah, that is it. I was right. It's a D sharp suspended 4. Okay. All right. Well, got one right at least. So that's D sharp suspended 4. What is this? Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, like again, this was like just whatever. Right? That doesn't matter that much. But what is this? This is also suspended chord for sure, but which one? Is that B? B flat? Let me look it up. B flat, suspended fourth. Where are ya? B flat, E flat, and F. Oh my goodness, that's so fast. Okay. So that's B flat, E flat. Yep, that is, I mean, it's not called E flat, but sure. And then F. Yep, so that is, okay, so that is a B flat suspended fourth. Okay. Oh, I see why I did it like this, because this is... Yeah, this rhythm is supposed to be a reconnection to that. And this is its own thing, right? Okay, so now, the last thing to figure out is when the bass key changes, what key is it changing to right now? Because if it's not B flat compatible, then that would be a problem, right? What is this? Wait, actually, what chord is this? Because this is a chord, right? Oops. It definitely sounds off key. True. What's the point? Wow, it would be so nice to have the keyboard I used to have when I was younger, because then I could see what chord that would be. Okay, in any case, what is the next one? So if it's not a B flat, if it's not in the key of B flat, then it would be a problem, I think. Wait, did I say B flat? That's not what I meant. What is this? Oh no, I did mean that, right? Yeah, so this one I think I just kind of randomly shifted up the key, and I don't think it actually ended up being what I wanted. Yeah, I mean, obviously off key as well, right? But this sounds, hold up. Okay. Oh, actually. Oops. So this is D, right? That's D. Major, that is D major. Oops. That is a chord. Okay, let me look it up. So what is the notes? D, F sharp, and what? And B flat. No, D, F sharp, B flat. Yeah, you see, I'm not even finding the chord right away. That's how you know it's a crazy chord. Okay, actually, hold on. I have another idea. Is it augmented? Because I could find that out quickly enough. If I know what it looks like for a standard chord. C augmented. C, E, G sharp. So normally C major is C, E, oops, C, E, G. So now we're doing C, E, G sharp. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's augmented, right? Oops. Okay, then what did it look like for this? I think this is it's augmented, but it's I forgot what the word is. But anyway, yeah. So this is an augmented chord. De-augmented. Okay, it's de-augmented. Actually, I should write this down. So, I think the other one was also an augmented chord, but I forgot. So this is the bass rhythm. And what does it start with? Okay. So normally, that sounds like, what's it called? A flat? No, that's not A flat. No way. Surely not. I think it is though. So let me check A flat. A flat major chord. Come on now. You guys knew what I meant. Google sometimes can be funny. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on. All right, you know what? I'm just going to say A flat chord. All right, there we go. Now we found it. What are the notes? Come on now. Oh, just give me the notes. I wonder why I'm not finding. Oh, there we go. A flat, C, E flat. Which I know. I mean, okay. Anyway, A flat, right? E flat, C, E flat. So I was right. So yeah, this is A flat augmented. No wonder. Okay. And then what's this? I think this is just suspended. B flat suspended. Yeah. Okay. So that's the treble rhythm. Wait, did I say B flat? That's right? Yeah. Okay, I'm not crazy. Okay, B flat suspended 4 to what? What? I forgot what this is. Wait, what was the other one? Maybe that wasn't. Oh no, yeah, I'm silly. What? Yeah, the other one was E flat suspended, or D sharp suspended. Oh my goodness, I'm. Anyway, you guys get it. D sharp suspended. So let me fix that. Okay, and then the other one, this one. I think this one is B flat suspended for. Yeah, okay, this is B flat suspended. Right. Oh, difficult. Okay. And if so these are obviously not in the same key. I'm going to look at the keys for these again off stream, but I have a strong hunch that these are not in the same key whatsoever. So what song is this? This is a Rhetorical Interpretation. All right, now look back at this later. So let me start from the beginning. Get a full picture. Yeah, as long as I can get those in the same key, then we're good. It'll sound fine. But I don't mind the drums carrying for now. It's honestly very hard for the drums to do their job, but I think I have a better idea of the drums as an instrument than the guitar. I also want to change the spot that I switch to the next chord or the next key. That might help too. Or no, I think I said the right chord, but anyway, whatever. Yeah, I think the structure of the song is like where it needs to be. It's perfect. But, or at least, I shouldn't say perfect, but I should say like, you know, it's where I want it to be. It's just the execution, the practical listening experience. And thankfully for a kind of song structure like this, there's nothing I need to change at all with the drums. Like, I think the drums don't need to be fixed. Again, it's just the polyrhythms. Okay, cool. I'll export the progress on this one so far. Much improved. I mean, we did fix a little bit, but not a ton. But at least now I have down what the chords are properly, so I can figure out what the keys need to be. Yeah, okay. All right, and then we'll give one last listen to each of them in an album-like manner, including the unfinished fourth one that we were working on the most today. Inverse Insulator. But yeah, with this being near the end, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this special stream. Can't believe we've done this for 3 hours. My goodness, it has not felt like it. Multiple hours spent on songs that don't even combine to be 10 minutes. Hilarious stuff. Okay, what should we start with? Maybe we can start just from the first. Okay, let me see. So do 70th exit first, and then we'll do the others. Wait, what's the best way to do this? I need a playlist, right? Give me one moment, guys. Open with. Oh, no. I see. Yeah, I can't really do that. All right. We'll just double click each of them like the dinosaurs once did. I need the extra tom. No. Where are we? Here we go. I want that extra tom. It's here. Like, I cannot. I've gotten so used to how it sounded before that I cannot not have that. So we're gonna have it. There we go. All right, easy fix. Let's get the version exported. We'll just replace the present one. Okay then. Sorry about that, guys. But that one, ooh, I didn't realize how nice that high tom felt as part of the song. Okay. One more time. There we go. It sounds good now. Loop. Wrong one. Nope. did the wrong version. With this song having the bass lead, or the bass as the lead rhythm, it's hard to hear some of the, like, you know, kicks, but I think it's not the worst, really. Maybe later on, if I'm really not dissatisfied with it, then, you know, I'll fix it up. Because again, that section of the song, I think most of the work can be done on everything but the drums, pretty much. So I'm gonna leave it for now. All right, third one, Perpendicular Perspiration. This one came out really well. I think it's still the best composition so far. Yeah, I think what really helped this song, it feels like a fully fleshed out composition. Like, there's not a lot I want to really like change about this. Maybe later on as the maturity starts to develop with DAW, I'll probably think about ways to improve it. But for now, this is like really, really good. Maybe instruments, that's about it. Gotta think of the instruments that bring out the best of each track or each component of the song. That's a jam. Let's go. All right, last one. Inverse insulator, the one we worked on the most today. Let's go. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I think the last two stood out for sure. I mean, those are the recent two I worked on, so no surprise. We'll try to think of more for next time. Or not next time, but more over time. I want to get... So right now we have 4 pieces. I want to get at least 2 more after this. And then release them, publish them on this channel. And we'll see how it goes. A nice little way of getting started with music making and stuff. Or not really started with music making, but at least getting some results with the ideas I have. So that's the goal. All right then, you guys, that's all for today's stream. Hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot as well. This was the first time for this sort of thing, at least on stream. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think we'll try to do more of these if I have time. The weekend tends to be the best opportunities for these because, again, during work nights, right? There's not as much time in the evening. I say that, and then I play like Prince of Persia for 5 hours or whatever, right? But, you know, you guys good. I mean, we got to alternate between all the stuff. Hard to juggle everything, so, you know, we'll see. We'll see if we can make more opportunities for this kind of thing. But hopefully look forward to the next ones. Also, oops, stop. Okay. Also, look forward to when these get published on this channel. That should be an exciting time. otherwise, you guys, that's all I have for today. I'll see you guys in a bit for the blind race we'll be doing in Super Kiwi 64 Doomsday. Thanks for watching.